I put all those three lists into one, and I found out that a lot of disease is you attack it in the same way. You follow the same diet that you would for one as for another for most things. There are some things that are different because, like reflux, I'm not supposed to eat citrus. But other people who are dealing with fungus and yeast issues, citrus is okay. So there are those little things, but mostly you just want to keep your meat low. You want to not have any sugars, and dairy is another one. And I had gotten okay with some dairy in my diet. We live at a farm. We have access to milk. I was bartering our fresh vegetables and breads for milk, and we were making yogurt. And found out my dad came to visit, and I was suffering from my gout, and it was in my hip, so it hurt to move. And my dad came down and he said, I haven't had gout for a couple of years now. I've been doing my smoothies and been feeling fine. And my dad came and visited, and that week when he was eating what we were, I was eating fresh fruits and vegetables and beans and things, but every night I was substituting, instead of having sugar, I was having a little piece of cheese for the flavor. And my dad did that, and his gout came back. So, no more cheese. So anyway, I have decided to really do this diet serious. I have always eaten pretty good, but I'm a sugaraholic. Okay? I'm Elisa Wadsworth, and I am addicted to sugar. And today, I have not had sugar. This is my 7th day. No sugar, no grains, because they turn to sugars in your stomach, and no dairy because it does the same thing. The fruits that most fruits have sugar, it's a good kind of sugar, but it does feed fungus and yeast, and it does feed the bacteria that could be helping my reflux. Oh, anyway, I am doing it hardcore, and my son actually, we were given some cake, and I said, no, I'm not having any sugar, and then that cake was sitting there, and it smelled so good, and I went to have some, and my son wrestled me away from it. He's 6 foot tall and 180 pounds, and there was no way I was going to get to it. But the next day he came to me all excited, Mom, I know what we should do. He said, we are going to have a bet, and I'm going to do your diet with you so I can help you, because I know this is so important to you. And he's doing it, and my sons have come on board. At the end of 60 days, if we do this, that was what my son said, he's 15, he said 60 days of no sugar, no dairy, and no grains. We each get $2 per day that we did it. And right now we don't have a lot of money. We're growing vegetables, and not a lot's growing right now. But so I'll owe them that money if they make it. One kid has opted out, which is fine. It was up to them to choose to do it or not. But anyway, I was going to do this video log once a week to show possibly body changes. I don't know. Right now, I started this at 141 pounds, which is high for my 5'3" frame. And I know it's because of I bake for 9 hours a week for one, so I like to taste what I'm baking. And I have an addiction to sugar. I eat fine, and then I eat sugar if it's available, and that's no longer. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to find out that these cysts have turned to cancer. It's not worth it. And I'm thankful to a son who is dedicated to helping me out. I will be posting food that I'm eating along the way if anyone wants to join me, or hopefully this will help somebody. And it's going to help me just just talking about it and just doing it and ridding myself of this addiction and ridding myself of disease. Already, I don't crave sugar as much. I um, I have been tempted a couple of times, and once I even dreamed that I ate a piece of a cookie. I was just walking along, picked up a piece off the counter because habit, stuck it in my mouth, and in my dream I was like, oh no! I ruined it! And I woke up all excited that I hadn't blown it. Well, I'm pretty competitive, and my son is too, so it's kind of fun for us. And he's finding all kinds of ideas for us for eating because he's a little bit of a chef. Last night, he got almond flour and eggs and some other things that don't have dairy, grains, or sugar. And he made a pizza crust, and then he made a sauce, um, and then he put on some onions and peppers. What else did he put on there? Oh, he cooked up some sausage. I can have a little bit of meat, and and that's good, and I don't mind that. Our scriptures tell us that we should not say no to meat, but we should have it sparingly, like Daniel. It's funny because I taught my Sunday school class about Daniel saying no to the king's meat and eating grains, and how strong he was and how spiritually strong he was. It says that in the scriptures. And then I went home and I blew it. There were cookies under my bed for treats for the kids, for goals that they set, and I had cookies when I had just taught the kids to be strong like Daniel. I'm a hypocrite, I know. Here I am, hypocrite, but I'm trying. And this is my video log, and I'll be here next week to tell you how it's going.